Many people grew up looking up to their favorite Nickelodeon kid stars and thinking they could do no wrong. But some of those child stars grew up to have not such squeaky clean images. Is there a dark fact you don't know about your favorite kid star? Keep watching to find out. Jojo Siwas' Inappropriate Game. Jojo Siwa first became famous for her role as a dancer on the later seasons of Dance Moms. She's perky, energetic, and known for her bright colors, ponytails, and giant bows. It turns out dancing wasn't her only talent. Jojo started her own empire after leaving the show, selling everything from hair bows to children's toys and makeup products. She's been in several Nickelodeon productions and has also partnered with them on some of her products. Jojo came under fire when it was determined that some of her makeup products tested positive for asbestos contamination. The product was promptly recalled. While Jojo did issue an apology, some felt she wasn't taking the situation very seriously. Her latest scandal was in connection to a child's card game called JoJo's Juice. The game is inspired by the game Truth or Dare and is intended for children ages 6 and up. But some parents were outraged when they discovered the game contained some questions that were far too inappropriate for children. Jojo later issued an apology, claiming no one had run the questions by her and she was disgusted by the questions. She went on to say that she is working to have the game pulled from shelves. In addition to scandals related to her products, Jojo has also experienced bullying throughout the year for her weight and even her hairline. And recently, her residence was swatted for publicly coming out as a member of the LGBTQ community. Amanda Bynes' dramatic downfall. Amanda Bynes started an extremely promising career through Nickelodeon. She started out with roles on All That and The Amanda Show. As she got older, she landed roles in hit movies such as She's the Man and What a Girl Wants. It was clear that she was born to be a star and her opportunities appeared to be endless. But unfortunately, her career took one of the biggest stumbles Hollywood had seen in years. Her adulthood consisted of criminal charges, social media mayhem, and major meltdowns. In fact, her downfall has often been compared to that of Britney Spears, who infamously had a public meltdown in front of paparazzi during the height of her career. It all started in 2012 when Amanda began her downward spiral by tweeting strange and vulgar things and later deleting the tweets. The former star got in numerous car accidents, and substance misuse caused her appearance to quickly change. She was charged with a DUI and 2 accounts of hit and runs. She later was charged with driving on a suspended license and was allegedly dropped by her lawyer and agent. She was later charged with possession of an illegal substance and had to spend time in a psychiatric facility. Since then, she has gotten heat online for even more bizarre tweets. While Amanda has not been making headlines for any scandals in recent years, it appears that a professional recovery in Hollywood will be challenging for her considering all that has gone on. Ariana Grande's cultural appropriation accusations. Today, Ariana Grande is one of the most popular pop singers of the generation, known for hits like Thank You Next and Dangerous Woman. She started her path to stardom by playing Kat on Victorious and on Sam and Cat. While she is idolized by many, she's gotten into some deep water over the years with some allegations of cultural appropriation. As an American woman with Italian descent, her skin color is considered to be white. But throughout the years, she has continuously darkened her skin, gradually making herself appear to be of a different ethnicity. She has also been accused of taking on the mannerisms of a Latina or mixed woman, as well as including elements from Black culture in some of her albums and music videos. The drama escalated after the release of her 7 Rings music video, which incorporated aspects of Japanese culture. Ariana took to Twitter to apologize to anyone she may have offended through the video by saying that she was intending to simply show her appreciation for the Japanese culture and not try to be Japanese herself. She also explained that because so much of her fan base is from Japan, she wanted to show her appreciation to them. Ariana later deleted the apology tweets. Drake Bell's post-fame struggles. Drake Bell rose to fame on Nickelodeon's hit show Drake and Josh alongside Josh Peck. Unfortunately, he struggled to find success after the show concluded. He bought a multi-million-dollar home that he ultimately couldn't afford and had to file for bankruptcy. While having too much time on his hands, he decided to go after fellow celebrities in some shocking and terribly received tweets. His first target was Justin Bieber, whom he made fun of for some of his fashion choices. He also made some transphobic comments about Caitlyn Jenner, further hurting his reputation. In June of 2017, Josh Peck got married, but opted not to invite Drake, his former best friend. Drake then went on Twitter and called out Josh, claiming their friendship was officially over. Josh later defended himself, claiming he hadn't spoken to Drake in years. Jeanette MCCurdys leaked pictures. This list would not be complete without Jeanette MCCurdy, the former star of iCarly. Jeanette went from having a squeaky clean image as a Nickelodeon actress to having a rather unfortunate scandal as an adult. In 2014, inappropriate pictures of the actress were leaked online without her consent. She was just 21 years old at the time. She claimed that her ex-boyfriend, Andre Drummond, was to blame for the leak, but Drummond publicly denied any involvement. She later made fun of Drummond publicly, even calling him a bad kisser. Jeanette would find her name in the headlines once again when she was rumored to be in a feud with her friend and former co-star, Ariana Grande. The rumors came about when Jeanette was strangely absent during the 2012 Kids' Choice Awards. Nevertheless, she claimed that her absence had nothing to do with Nickelodeon and alluded that it was related to her recent photo leak. Lynn Spearss' teenage scandal. Lynn Spearss, the sister of Britney Spears, once had a career through Nickelodeon that appeared to be on an upward spiral to total stardom. She was the star of Zoey 101 from 2005 through 2008 for a total of 4 seasons. But everything came to a halt for her professionally when she ended up getting pregnant at only 16 years old. After she announced her pregnancy, Zoey 101 was promptly canceled, much to fans' shock and dismay. But the real scandal regarding her pregnancy was the age of the father of her child. Casey Aldridge, whom Jamie had met through church, was 18 years old at the time, while Jamie was still a minor. Once the news broke that he had been involved with Jamie, he was faced with criminal charges. Luckily, he only had to plead guilty to a misdemeanor and not any more serious charges. He avoided jail because he was just slightly less than 2 years older than her and resided in a different state. Emma Roberts' domestic dispute. Emma Robertss, the niece of famous actress Julia Roberts, got her start through Nickelodeon on a show called Unfabulous, which ran from 2004 through 2007. As she got older, she landed roles on other hit television shows such as Scream Queens and American Horror Story. Despite her Hollywood success, her reputation has taken a few tumbles throughout the years. Her biggest scandal was during her relationship to fellow actor Evan Peters, whom she dated from 2012 through 2019. The pair went while co-starring on American Horror Story. The couple's relationship was anything but smooth. They were always on again, off again, and from time to time would even delete one another off of their social media accounts. In 2013, Emma was arrested following a domestic dispute during which she allegedly gave Evan a bloody nose and a bite mark. When police arrived at the residence, only Evan was injured while Emma appeared to be perfectly fine. The day after her arrest, Emma was photographed crying publicly while being confronted by Evan, who decided to not press any charges against her. A representative for Emma claimed the entire incident was a misunderstanding, and Emma was able to maintain a successful career despite the high-profile scandal. Kiki Palmer's troubled past. Kiki Palmer grew up as a child star on Nickelodeon. She was a part of several different performances for the channel throughout the years, and also starred as True Jackson in the show True Jackson VP. While Kiki's adulthood has been highly successful, she comes from a very dark and challenging past. She revealed publicly on The Wendy Williams Show that she was treated inappropriately by a family member starting at the young age of 5 years old. Despite her troubled past, Kiki has made it clear that this incident will have no effect on her life moving forward. Rather, she describes it as something terrible that happened to her and that she has since moved on from. Ricardo Medina Jr.'s life-destroying crime. You probably remember Ricardo Medina Jr. from Power Rangers back in the early 2000s era. Ricardo's adulthood was far less innocent, and he very well might have one of the darkest secrets of all Nickelodeon child stars. He's currently serving a 6-year prison sentence for the voluntary manslaughter of his roommate, Joshua Sutter. Ricardo called for emergency assistance at the residence, and police arrived to discover that Joshua had been stabbed with a sword. Ricardo claimed that he had killed his roommate in self-defense after they engaged in an argument. Which one of these child stars' dramatic dark secrets shocked you the most? Be sure to let us know in the comments.